Hello once again. More poetry for you tonight. This is actually Friday, and it's in the afternoon. I'm recording this for tonight. I had thought about doing some more humor poems, but that's not really where my mind is today. So something a little more intense for this poetry reading, and I'm just picking some poems off of my WordPress website, things that have written over time regarding my issues with social anxiety. So this one's a little probably going to be these sets of poems are a little darker, a little less. There won't be a lot of happiness and love and joy and stuff in that, but it's sort of where my mind is. So if you're not interested, you can click off right now. I'll try to do more humor ones next week. But like I said, my mind is just not there right now. So, okay, so just going to go through these and I'll read these one at a time. Might pause the camera a few times to just scroll through and pick things, but I'm going to start with something I call hustle and bustle. The city rises out of control. People living the hustle, the endless bustle. Breakneck pace, worlds apart. I have no hustle left, and don't get me started on the bustle. Next up, I don't think I actually have done this one. It's called Moonstruck. Words are not thundering out of my mind. The right is a struggle, emulating life. The moon offers no passion, only madness in the soulless sleep. So that was Moonstruck. Next one up, it's called No Lock. And this was created as part of a prompt from when I was on Twitter. I don't really use Twitter anymore. So like I said, this one's called No Lock. No Lock, L-O-C-K. Broken years ago, there is no lock on my heart. Its contents destroyed, the key lost in the rubble of decades of bleak shadows. Next up, I'm going to do one called Ascendancy. This is a haiku. Sun rising at dawn to spare the effort in life, seeking ascendancy. And this one's called Unbearable Loss. This is another poem that I wrote in the months after my dad passed away. Words rarely flow. Writing is remembering. A sultry goddess torments my mind. A heat wave torments my body. Unbearable loss torments my soul. Yes, it hurts less, but only a little. And let's see. I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, so this next one is called Distraction, and this is what is known as an acrostic, where the first letter in each line forms the title of the poem. So this one's called, like I said, Distraction. Death on my mind, intense sadness. Snow falls like rain. Tasks to do. Run the dishwasher. All I can do. Calls from family, tears and sobbing, eternal obsession. Only solace, need to sleep. And another one, this is another haiku. It's called Night Skies Stars. Where is my resolve? It's lost in the nights. It is lost in the night sky's stars. Her light blinds my eyes. Pause again. Okay, so this next one's called Juxtaposition. And it's just a quick free verse poem that I did back in January of 2021. That was actually before my dad had passed away. So this was more sort of a statement for me for how I felt during the pandemic. So Juxtaposition. There is a fog creeping through. I cannot see inside my head. Juxtaposition. It is over there, somewhere. The door is locked, keys lost in a pocket. My eyes blur. The world is heavy for everyone right now. Deep breath. Do not surrender to darkness. Click. The door opens. Solace. And I'm going to do another acrostic. This one's called Daggers. Drawn against will, angry at dawn. Grinding bone. Graves are not God. Endless whispers. Restless thoughts. Silent heartstrings. Pause again, 1 second. All right, so this next one is called Will It? It Will. And this is what is often referred to as found poetry, where something you see in the world inspires you. So, as I said, this is called Will It? And then It Will. The weather is cold. The bus is humming. I am somber. People get on and off. A millennial on her phone. The bus stops. She gets off. The back of her jacket says, everything is going to be okay. All right, next one is called I Cannot. It's just a quick micro poem. Basically a very short poetry form. I cannot hear you through the sound of my heart beating up my soul. Okay, so just a few more. Next one, another micro poem called Embers. I've burnt out my heart, words have become flames, and I incinerate inside. I step away from passion in hopes of putting out the raging fire. I hope only for embers. And let's see, one more. Another one, last one is another micro poem, a little bit longer, but still a short form poem. And it's called Ink Rain. Words rip through the dark, tearing up the cold night. Injured paper scattered on a torrid wind. Letters become ash, ink rain descending from an obliterated sky. Whatever answers fate wrote down for me, the gutter now hoards. There you go. Yeah, so for the foreseeable future for these videos, it's going to be, I'm just going to be picking a theme and reading. Like I said, hopefully next week I'll feel a little more jovial and I'll try to do some more humor ones. Something a little more lighthearted. Maybe I'll try to stick to the sort of silly workshop poems that we have done and that I've done in the poetry classes I did in the past. So I do want to at some point create more, but my mind hasn't been in the right place for me to do writing. There's one I've been trying to get out about my dad for the last 2-3 months. It's been 5 years since he passed away, and I'm not getting it down. There's just been too many other things distracting me. But anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you're having a great evening. I hope you have a great weekend. Bye for now. Like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff.